he he developed a center and he did a lot of teaching. And it was in the area of vibrational healing and vibration as it related to words, to language. And he has a whole system where there's a chart, and certain words create a certain vibration and other words create a higher vibration. So for example, you can think of the word fear, that is the lower vibrational state. If you think of the word gratitude, this is a higher vibrational state. And through kinesiology, that's measuring the energy of the body with muscle testing, he was able to come up with a whole system of being able to measure all these different words. And for somebody that's just starting out, he's a physician, he's an MD, and he takes you through a journey where you really start to understand how everything has a certain frequency. And how to measure things, well, there are a variety of different ways that one can measure. You can use things like dowsing. You can use pendulums. You can use, as I say, muscle testing, or you can use instrumentation, and there's a variety of different ways to do that. There's a product out there called a BioWell, and it's similar to the GDV camera that I use for measuring energy. That could be something you could check into. There are things like the Rife machine, R-I-F-E, that's pretty famous. There's a body of work called radionics. So you could Google radionics and learn about how frequency works. You could take a class, say in Reiki. So that's a body-centered therapy where you use your hands and you learn how to open up the energy in yourself and others. Now, maybe someday I'll teach a class on vibrational healing and energy medicine. That is a possibility. Certainly aromatherapy and herbs, they have a certain frequency signature. And you can use your pendulum to measure the energy of the essential oil you're using if you want to. Now, you will get to a point where instead of having to measure the energy, that you just get an intuitive feeling, I need this oil, I need that oil. But, all the oils vibrate at least 115 megahertz or higher. When you think of an oil like rose oil, that's pretty universal. That is going to help you on so many levels. But I want to caution you about being in an X treats Y. I've got this condition, so I take that. That's not the way vibrational healing works. And as you get more into vibrational medicine, you start to realize there's actually an alchemical process of being able to mix things together and come up with a solution or a result that surpasses what the problem was. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Please send your comments to me. I'd love to hear from you.